Wow. Wow. Sorry, I know this is a dark scene tonight, the dark background. Basically, the light bulb died, and I'm using my desk lights tonight. I mean, the lights went out around when the Sharks, when it made it, it was like 3-4. The Sharks just scored to make it 3-4, and the lights went out here. So, yeah, I've been using the radio, been forced to just kind of, but the internet still works, computer, electricity works, just this light bulb up here does not work. So, wow. What a game by the Sharks tonight. Seriously, this was one of those games you're gonna look back and go, "Wow, this is something we can build off of tonight." The Sharks, they were down 3-0 to start the game. 3-0 first period. I mean, there was a collapse. 13 seconds in between the first two goals of the game, and you thought, "Oh, the route is on." You really thought it would be. Michael Hanses later adds went on. Just great execution by the Kings in the first half. And then even to start the second period, Richardson scores to make it 4-0. And then Patrick Marleau scores, and then there's a power play, so Ryan Clough takes advantage of it. And then from then on, the scoring. This is like one of those '70s hockey games where you would just see scoring left and right, left and right. This doesn't even seem like it was a hockey game with the amount of scoring we saw this game. Uh, but yes, Logan Couture scored one to make it 4-3, and then later there was a defensive collapse. Nicholas Volin screwed up on the night. That was really painful to see Nicholas Volin do give it up to Ryan Smith, an easy pass. And then in the final minutes, we see Ryan Clough score, and then later Joe Pavelski scores right before the period ends off a putback. And this is just remarkable because the Kings were very soft throughout some of that second period. I think when they were up 3-0, they're going, "Hey, we got this, we got this." I mean, Terry Murray was probably saying whatever he could tonight to say, "Hey, keep your focus," but somehow this is very similar. The Sharks played like a German soccer team. The mentality of a German soccer team is that they keep going and they don't quit at all in the game. And the Sharks, you think they would quit after the first, but they didn't quit, and it just made them stronger. Going on and on from this game. Holy crap! Amazing game. I really thought this was over once it was 4-0, but the Sharks proved me wrong, and I thank you Sharks for not quitting. A big shout out to a guy named Sam. I won't say the last name for privacy. I was talking to him during the game, and he's a neutral. He said, the Sharks were scored to make it 4-1 rather than 4-0, and he said the Sharks will come back and win 6-5 in overtime. He called it, and this was when we were down 4-1 still. And props to you, Sam, for calling it as a neutral. He called it, and I'm just shocked. The third period, they were just good offensive chances for both sides, but not really much to say after that. The Sharks did capitalize on the power play later in the game. There weren't very many power play opportunities, but the Sharks defense collapsed early. Somehow their grit stayed in this game, and I just couldn't thank them enough that their mentality and heart was still in this game when all things were looking down and bleak. I really thought this game was over a while back, and they they hung in there to the fullest abilities. This was, I mean, do you say the Sharks won this game or did the Kings collapse this game? That might be the pundits and maybe the critics speaking from the NHL world. But neutral fans, let me know what you guys think of this game. I know Kings fans are heartbroken. Sharks fans are exploding tonight, including myself. Just uh, after the defensive third period, it goes to overtime. Few shots here and there, and then there's a 3-on-2. Devin Setaguchi gets a very nice feed going to the off the right side or Jonathan Quick's left side and gets the shot off and just pretty goal. Usually these goals to end the game are ugly, measly, but once again, just like Pavelski, this was a pretty goal. And the pain of playoff overtime, it's definitely nerve wracking. But when you win, it's that much sweeter. Holy crap! You just do a backflip after a game like this. So congrats to the Sharks tonight, but the series is far from over once again. Game four is a game that I really like to probably measure the most of importance because that's where you're up either 3-1 or you're down 3-1, depending on who you are. assuming that it's not an 0-3 hole. And this is really, if they're going to pull the series away and actually do it, they're going to need to win tomorrow or sorry, Thursday in the Staples Center. The Staples Center was definitely into this game tonight, but they were able to control their emotions after being down 0-4 and still came back. Just a remarkable game. And people might say the Kings just let the Sharks have this and their defense collapsed, but the effort of the Sharks in that final 2 minutes of that second period was just unbelievable. It's just good to see this team have some heart again after all these years of struggling. Just to see some effort in this team, and whatever they said in the locker room or whatever they were saying, they kept pushing for it, and I can't complain or enough about how this went. So great win, Sharks. But the work is far from over. This is going to be once again, a long series. Has the potential to go 7. We'll see what happens, but they got to just keep it up in the head here. It's a mental game now at this rate. If they play to their ability, they can win games like this. So we'll see you guys later. Go Sharks as always, and whoo! Whew, what a game. What a game. Go Sharks.